Your kid's actions could potentially land you in legal hot water. Yes, you are responsible for them until they're 18, but did you know you might also end up footing the bill for their unintended misadventures? Let's explore how your little one's innocent slip-ups could turn into major legal headaches, and more importantly, how you can protect yourself from these risks. The weight of parental responsibility. As a parent, you're responsible for your child until they reach adulthood, usually 18, but sometimes 19 or 21, depending on where you live. This means you're not just responsible for their upbringing, but also for any legal missteps they might make. Ever heard of vicarious liability? In the legal world, it's when you're held responsible for someone else's actions. For parents, this means you could be on the hook for your child's mistakes. Bottom line, if your child's actions lead to harm, you might find yourself facing legal consequences. And in today's digital age, these scenarios may be more common than ever. Here are some ways kids can get into trouble online. Posting inappropriate content. Kids today grow up with social media as a central part of their lives. From a young age, they're exposed to a world where sharing thoughts, photos, and videos instantly is the norm. But a single moment of poor judgment can lead to long-lasting legal headaches. Teens, especially, tend to post without thinking it through, and since their decision-making skills are still developing, a simple post can sometimes lead to a major lawsuit. Cyberbullying. Online interactions can be a double-edged sword. Cyberbullying is everywhere, and if your kid's online actions turn into harassment, stalking, or hate crimes, you could be held responsible for the emotional distress caused. Cyberbullying is a big deal and can lead to serious legal trouble. If a child is caught bullying others online, their parents might be liable for the damage. Courts are increasingly saying parents need to keep an eye on their kids' online behavior. So if your kid does something harmful online, you might end up dealing with lawsuits or even criminal charges, depending on how severe their actions are. Copyright infringement. Sharing a song or image might seem harmless, but for kids, it can quickly turn into a copyright infringement lawsuit. Even if they didn't mean to break the rules, they could end up, and you could too, in big trouble. Just because something is online doesn't mean it's free to use. Copyright laws protect creators, and breaking them can lead to a big fine and legal battles that are a headache for everyone involved. Physical play and the risk of injuries. Now let's talk about real-world actions that can also lead to serious legal trouble. While online behavior often makes the news, it is important to remember that what happens offline carries its own set of risks. Accidental injuries. Kids will be kids, and accidents are bound to happen. But if those accidents lead to injuries and you're found negligent, you might end up paying for medical bills or damages. Whether it's a backyard game gone wrong or a playground mishap, your liability can extend to the medical and repair bills. Damage during play. Kids and playtime go hand in hand. But did you know that innocent fun can sometimes come with hefty price tags? As a kid, it was just part of the game. As a parent, it's a potential lawsuit. Any property damage caused during play, even if unintended, could mean you have to cover the cost. It's a reality check for the classic game of catch. Even innocent activities like riding bikes or playing tag can lead to accidents and property damage. If your child damages someone else's belongings, the law usually holds parents responsible for their minor children's actions. Sport and recreational injuries. Injuries during sport or recreational activities are common, but while accidents happen, if your child's actions lead to harm that could have been avoided, you might find yourself facing liability issues. Even if participants sign waivers, those documents won't always shield you from responsibility. If it turns out your child was engaging in reckless behavior, like playing too aggressively or ignoring safety rules, legal consequences could still be on the table. Bullying and harassment. Schools are responsible for maintaining a safe environment, but if your child's behavior leads to bullying or harassment, you might be held accountable. Laws like California's Seth's Law require schools to act against bullying, but parents can also face repercussions if their child's actions go unchecked. The myriad ways your child could unintentionally increase your lawsuit risk can be overwhelming. To safeguard your assets and navigate these potential pitfalls, consulting with an asset protection attorney is a smart move. At Blake Harris Law, we can help you understand these risks and implement strategies to protect your assets from unexpected legal troubles. For more information on how to shield your asset and manage potential legal risks, contact Blake Harris Law. We're here to help you stay ahead of the game and keep those legal worries at bay.